Today I'm going to be updating my 10-gallon Sexy Shrimp Nano Reef. The first thing you'll see is that I do have some algae issues. This is slowly getting out of hand. Shortly I'll explain why I haven't dealt with this. First I'm going to go into another major problem I'm having with the tank. Flatworms. I have a complete flatworm infestation. This really got out of hand quickly, and now they're basically everywhere in the tank. I will be dealing with this shortly. I'm pretty sure the source of the flatworms was the flower anemones. These guys were the only thing I added directly to the tank. I'm a little surprised I didn't see anything on them, but these things do happen. Unfortunately, one anemone did die, but the other one is looking good despite the fact it's surrounded by flatworms. I actually probably do have flatworm exit, but I don't really want to dose this tank considering I am trying to breed these sexy shrimp and it is such a small tank. I'll start with manual removal and then go from there. As for the algae, the reason I haven't removed it is because it is just full of life. You can see there's all kinds of pods and other creatures living in it. It's sort of functioning as a mini refugium. There's also all kinds of micro feather dusters in the sand, which you can kind of see surrounded by the flatworms. I also have quite a large population of mysid shrimp. Normally these guys are pretty secretive, but since there's not a lot of live rock in the tank, they tend to just hide in the corner. They are starting to get more bold. I actually see them trying to grab pellets. As for the sexy shrimp themselves, one of them unfortunately did die, and I'm almost certain a second has disappeared. That still leaves me with 9 out of the original 11. Right before I filmed this, I decided to throw in this one mushroom coral. We'll see how this colors up under the LED lights, which I'm quite happy with. All these corals are just random pieces from my frag tank, but they are doing pretty well despite the fact they're surrounded by flatworms. I am a little surprised I haven't gotten any eggs yet. I've been checking the shrimp pretty much daily, and so far I haven't seen any on the backs of the females. They are all eating well, and other than the 2 that did die, seem to be doing great. I guess I'll just have to keep waiting, but hopefully I will get a chance to try and raise them soon. Other than the flatworms, I've got to decide on how I'm going to deal with this algae. If I'm going to leave a little bit of unsightly algae in the display for the added microfauna, or am I going to remove it and give the tank a much cleaner look? I'm not really running this like it's my main display tank because it isn't. If you have multiple tanks, you might as well run them differently, otherwise there's no point in having more than one. Thanks for watching, and happy reefing.